then, of course, Mrs. Yeager came to town. Mrs. Yeager and Maisie and their children, they had children, boys, they all came. They stayed at the wagon wheel in different camps and courts, and he'd come every year. And then one year, I don't know what gave it to her, but she decided that Red River needed a community house. And Mrs. Hal Yeager, Ruth Yeager, was the instigator, and I'm not just because it's Miss Yeager. If it was anyone else, I'd say the same thing. Mrs. Yeager and Maisie, and with the help of the town and the tourists, don't get me wrong, the tourists, they built the ski area. But that woman, it is built on Courthouse Square.
Community house.
Huh?
They built the community house.
I mean the community house. What did I say?
Ski area.
Oh, they built the community house. And on Courthouse Square. And, of course, the land didn't cost her anything, but she had to work with the county, you know, for the deeds and all that. And then Elmer Janney is another man that I think should be revered, but he isn't. And he was the carpenter. He was the carpenter in Red River, the only carpenter. I think he's built everything up the river, and I think he's built everything in town. Now, except the condos. Now, don't get me wrong, except the condos. And I think he'd be building them if he was alive. If he were alive, I think he'd be building them. But he didn't. He has gone on. And so they built that, and Mrs. Yeager built the community house. She had to get organized. She had to get her directors. Her first people to run the ski area was Dia and Harry Trigg. They were Clayton people. Of course, they had their program. Monday would be hiking, Tuesday would be bridge, and Friday it would be whatever it was. And they had their weekly program, you know. And they certainly were good managers, and they have had a lot of good managers since. And I don't know what Red River would do without the community house. It is a meeting place for weddings, funerals, well, any meeting that you have. Just our Christmas parties are all held there. And I just don't know what we're, and I don't know, as many people as we've had in town, I don't know anyone that would have had the nerve to come and do what she did, because she had fundraising. She would go to the bars, she'd sell hard-boiled eggs. Of course, you know, money was money then, you know, even if it was a nickel, it was money. And she'd sell popcorn, you know, and sell that, and have a lot of fundraising, and that's how the community house was built. But of course, it is bigger now, and they have a board, and they have men, and money is planned, and then they have memberships. We all pay $10 to belong, you know, and I suppose the tourists pay, I don't know, but anyway, then they have all these dances, and it is a wonderful place, and I don't know what Red River would do without that community house. It is known all over, and many towns would like to have it. So